Good morning. Happy Fuck It Friday, friends. We're having coffee. We got rainbows. We got sunshine. We don't really need anything else. We've got all the things. Set that there. So I'm a little bit later this morning. My apologies. Had to pick up my car at the shop, but it's all good now and ready for the weekend. So let's connect this morning. Let's have a coffee together. It's Fuck It Friday, so we're going to clean the slate as we head into the weekend. That's what we're going to do. Angie, good morning. Cheryl, how are you? So we're here to do that. I seriously love coffee. And it's my second cup of the day, so watch out. Kathy, good morning. It's going to be an awesome weekend. There's lots going on. I think that's the other fun thing about June is we talked about the fact that, earlier this week we were talking about the fact that our lives are a little bit crazier this month. But there's lots of cool things to also partake in this month, which is really fun. So I'm going to give everybody another 45 seconds to join us officially. Yeah, Jim, hey, how are you? Look, the gang's all here on a Friday morning. It's good. I appreciate that. Yeah, Angie, the forecast's a bit mixed in our area. I think we're going to have some rain on Sunday. Be prepared for that, Kathy, for Picnic with a Purpose. We're going to talk about that. Jim's good. Fantastico. As you join Coffee Club this morning, please say hello in the comments. Wish everybody a happy Fuck It Friday if you like. If you're brand new to checking us out, let us know where you're connecting with us from. We always love hearing where everybody is from. And yeah, welcome to Virtual Coffee Club. This is our live podcast, which you can also catch the replay and still be a part of the conversation. And this is our place to connect. This is our community. Cheers. And it is good. So, Pamela, yeah, she's like, let's fuck this Friday up. I feel like she's going into it with a different kind of energy, but I want whatever she has with that. That is amazing. It's going to be good. So, because it is Fuck It Friday, because we're headed into a weekend, because we are just needing to shake off this week and shake off the craziness. I don't know about you, but we are, today's the 10th. We're 10 days into June, and it has felt fucking weird. Anybody else with me on this? Shane, good morning. Welcome. Allison, welcome. Yeah, I'm curious. Throw in the comments. Has anyone else felt this weird, and like, I don't know if you're an energy person, if you feel a weird energy, if you're just feeling tired, if you feel like your brain hasn't been working, like things are busy. Maybe you've just felt, I don't know, the shit cluster of our world right now with the heavy things that are going on and the ridiculous price of gasoline and all of the things, right? I've seen some funny memes about, it's going to be an amazing summer and it's only going to cost like $1,000. Yeah. Pamela says, yes, she's felt a crazy start to the month. It has felt crazy. And so what I thought is that we would try today is just, let's let go of the fucks. Okay. So I think what makes us feel a little bit crazy or a little bit like this month is insane is because one, June just has that weird pressure around it. But two, we just allow that buildup to keep happening, right? So when we feel that crazy busy of the month and we feel the fear of the inflation and we feel, if you've been checking media stories, I've been trying to really check out of that. But we feel all these things and all this stuff is coming at us all the time. And then we're like, I had this huge bag of fucks and now they're all gone. And now I don't know what to do with myself. Are you with me on this? Let me know in the comments. So we're just going to shake them off today. We're going to clean slate into the weekend. We're going to remind ourselves how amazing we are and how we can take this energy into our weekend and make it even better. And we can shift that. Okay. I know it might feel draining at the moment, but we can shift that. And we're going to kick off next week in a totally different place. Are you with me? Who's up for that? Let me know in the comments. Shane shares, after surgery on Tuesday, I'm drained of energy. Yeah, I hope your surgery was good and everything's good in your world. Yeah, you, my friend, need to just take that time to heal yourself and focusing all that energy into making yourself feel better. Suzanne, good morning. Good morning. Jim, thank you. I have my moments. It's probably because I've had 2 cups of coffee. Pamela shares, I can't remember the last time I've done so much self-care, protecting my bubble of love and grace. Yeah, and I think that's a big piece of it is that I hope out of all things of challenge, we find those nuggets of good, right? So the last couple of years brought us an enormous amount of challenge. So I want you to remember from 2 years ago to 1 year ago to today, how far you have come. Okay. It feels like we could easily fall into the mindset. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments, but we could easily fall into the mindset that this time was just, I don't know, sometimes you feel like it was just wasted. It was nothing. It was challenge. It was fuck. It was shit. It was whatever word you want to attach to it. But we had all of these really cool nuggets that come out of it. And what I'm hoping one of those nuggets for you is like Pamela talks about, where you learned how to protect your bubble. You learned that those self-care pieces are really important. And there's always an interesting conversation around what self-care really is and what self-care really looks like. And it's really a lot about boundaries for yourself and protecting the things that matter to you and knowing the worth of you inside, that you are worth that protection. You are worth saying, I just need to slow down, or I need to take some time to myself, or I need to go outside in nature and listen to these birds. Can you hear all these birds in my neighborhood? They're wild. And those pieces. So that's sort of the vibe I'm feeling on this Friday morning. Are you with me? Hey, Scott. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment together. So I want you to take a moment, and I want you to, if you have your phone out, I want you to flip it over and turn it down for a second. I want you to just take a moment, me and you, and the rest of the world doesn't exist for a moment, okay? And we're just going to take a moment and do a little bit of a reset. Last night in our Real Talk About Sleep, we had an incredible guest speaker for our community wellness journey by the name of Vic, and he gave us a bit of a spiel on sleeping, resetting your body, energy, and the whole works. And actually what he was sharing with us last night is that the key to having good sleep tonight is how we've done our day leading up to it. So we're already past the wake up portion of our day. So we can't do that together. But his tip was that when you first wake up in the morning, you want to get yourself some natural light as soon as possible. So that could be opening your curtain while you're waking up in bed or whatever that looks like, and getting that natural light to reset your circadian rhythm. Okay. Breath work and water were another really big portion of setting yourself up to be ready for bed tonight. So to have this incredible weekend, we're going to do a little bit of a reset together and do some breath work for a moment to get us ready for what's going to be an amazing, energized weekend. So the rest of the world is out for a moment, and it's just you and I. I want you to take a moment. I want you to lift your shoulders up to your ears, like squeeze them up, and then just drop them down. Oh, just let them drop. Okay. If you're not driving, well, hopefully you're not driving and watching a video, but you could be listening, and that's okay. But I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Okay. And we're just going to do some breath. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you the instruction, and then we'll do it together. So we're going to breathe in for the count of 5. We're going to pause for a second, And then we're going to exhale through our mouth. So we're going to breathe in through our nose for 5 seconds, the count of 5, and exhale for 10. Okay. And that is going to slow down our heart rate a little bit, release some of the shit that we've been carrying all week long, and know that all of the stuff that happened from the start of this month to the start of this week, maybe even to the start of your day today, is done. It is in our past. It is over. And we are not going to take it with us into the weekend. So I want you to visualize as you breathe in, you're going to visualize bringing in love and gratitude. And when you exhale, we are releasing the emotions attached to anything that's happened to us this entire week. Okay, are you ready? So with eyes closed, I want you to breathe in for 5. Hold it. Exhale for 10. Breathe in for 5. Hold. Exhale for 10. Breathe in for 5. Hold. Exhale for 10. Let's do one more. Inhale for 5. Hold. Exhale for 10. Okay, now I want you to open your eyes. Put your hand over your heart. And just for a moment, just find your pulse and feel your heartbeat. Any moment where the fucks feel like they're stacking up, stop and take a breath like that. If you can do it for 2 minutes, set a timer on your phone and just do that breath sequence for 2 minutes. It will do you a reset. It will bring that heart rate down. It'll calm that nervous system, and you carry on with your day. That's how we shed some fucks that are stacking up too high to get into the weekend. And you got this. You got this. Let's have some coffee. So I hope that helps a little bit. What do you got planned for the weekend? You got something cool going on? I know with my company, as you may or may not know, we do a lot of rodeo events over the summer. We will be stacked with that. So I will be hitting the road once again today, leaving in just a few hours, going to the community of Eckville for their rodeo weekend. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Phil and the rest of the gang up there because they are so much fun to work with. So we're really looking forward to that. Shane, thank you for sharing. He's like, that shedded a fuck or two. Yeah. And we got to shed them because I think they stick to us. Like if you forgot to put bounce in the dryer, right? This weekend is also in the community of High River. I know that they're doing a picnic with a purpose on Sunday. I think it's going to be some interesting weather for you doing this, but it's an opportunity, pardon me, where a bunch of nonprofit or social profit organizations are in the park to educate the community on different programs and options that they have, which I think is cool, and have some fun with games and prizes and all sorts of cool things. And so in the work that I do with the hospital foundation in that community, they are doing, I think this is such a cute idea, is you bring your teddy bear or your doll and you can get a checkup. They can come take them for a checkup and prescriptions. And then you can play the beanbag game and you can win a $100 family prize pack. And that's just one of several things that are going to be happening in the park on Sunday. For those of you who are a part of Team Vijay, our Run for Women for Mental Health is this weekend. If you're going to the event, in Calgary. It's kind of been happening depending on where your team is. We have a few team members across the country, but the Calgary contingent happens on Sunday. So that's in the city on Sunday, or if you signed up for the virtual event, that will be wherever you would like to do it from, but we'll be doing some walking slash running in High River on Sunday, our 5K. So that's going to be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that and love that we've been helping raising money for a cause that I think is like the most predominant thing we need to focus on in our world, and that's mental health. So really excited about that. Cheryl says there's a murder mystery around downtown Calgary tomorrow. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Followed up by a 1-year-old's birthday party. You are getting the extremes there, I think. Hey, other Pamela. We got 2 Pamelas today. Happy Friday to you. Jim says he's attending a conference and speaking at it in Albany, New York. Hey, that's cool. Good job, Jim. Good job, Jim. Yeah, so it's going to be a good weekend, and hopefully we let a few F's go today, and we're going to have some fun for the weekend. And I think finding, right, I think that's that balance we talked about too, right? Like Pamela shared about protecting her bubble and doing a lot of self-care. And I think we have to find that balance, that we also have to find the fun things. We have to get out and we've got to play a little bit this weekend. And finding that balance in your life. And people call it work-life balance. I don't really like the word balance per se, because I think that something can be this way and be balanced, and other times it shifts this way. I don't know if we ever sit in a world where our scales would be at the same space. That seems ridiculous at the end of the day. But whatever your balance piece looks like, I want you to find some play this weekend. What rodeo? Eckville. It's just called the Eckville Rodeo, as far as I know. It's going to be a whack of fun. Their community really comes together. I think that's one of the neat things about traveling to different rodeos, is I get an opportunity to see how community comes together and connects in all of these different places. And this year we're going to a couple of new communities that I've never been to before. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what some people do in other places. But in Eckville, they have rodeo weekend. They will have a parade on Saturday morning, which is always fun. And the whole community comes out to be a part of that parade. And they follow it up with more rodeo Saturday afternoon. They do their slack and then their Saturday night performance. And it's always just a really fun weekend. And we were there a few weeks ago for a bull riding event that was raising money for the arena, in which where they hold the rodeo and do other events throughout the year. And it had went really well for them. So I'm so excited for all the cool things the community of Eckville is doing and how they're choosing to come together as community. I think it's fun. How are you doing? I'm not sure if Millerville is actually having a rodeo this year, Jim. I haven't seen anything. Their Okotoks holds their rodeo out in Millerville, but we won't be at that weekend. I'm not sure where we are, but somewhere. Anyway, that's kind of a little bit of some fun things that are going around. No matter where you are, post if you've got something cool happening in your community this weekend, post it in the comments, because people connect in this group from all over the place, and maybe they're in a community near yours where they could come and check out your community's cool events for the weekend. So Jane says, my 5-year-old daughter just took a book out from the library about balance. Self-care for me means more family time. So practicing banjo with my son every day helps give me balance. Oh, I love that example. And the banjo. Oh, maybe we're going to have you on the show to play us a little banjo tune there, Shane. That's exciting. Thank you for sharing. I love. Yeah, if you want to share too, what does that balance look like for you? What are the things that you do to either play or to add self-care, or the things that fill your cup, right? What puts the rainbow in your cup? What are you doing to connect into that space and that energy to fill you back up? I think that's the other thing to note when we're in a month where it feels busy and it feels crazy and there's a lot of moving parts and things are going on, is if we keep depleting the cup, and we don't take those elements to fill it back up, then it's going to feel a lot crazier for you and it's going to feel a lot heavier. And filling your cup could be activity things that we've talked about, but you might have people in your life that are your cup fillers. They come to your mind right now. I'm sure as I'm saying this, you're picturing somebody or maybe a couple of somebodies, but the people in your life who, after you're with them, you feel energized, you feel excited, you feel joyful, you enjoy being in their presence and their energy. Those people, if you're starting to feel low, you need to connect with that person in your life or one of those people in your life and ask them to go for a quick coffee, or even better, just be like, hey, can you meet me on the walking path? And we just go for a quick walk, even if it's 20 minutes, whatever you could fit into your schedule. But do that with your cup filler person. It's going to help them too, because chances are they probably feel the same way about you back. But go take a 20-minute walk or whatever that looks like for you with that person in your life, and you will get double the fill. It'll be like one of those, I don't know, maybe you'd call it a win-win or whatever that looks like, but you're going to get outside. What would be a triple trifecta? You'll get outside, you'll get movement, and you're going to connect with somebody that fills your cup. That's going to be amazing for you. So that's your challenge going into this weekend. At some point, I want you to try to do that. I don't know if you were a part of earlier in the week when we had a challenge where you had to text 5 people a love bomb. I hope that went well for you. And I don't know about you, but I felt just that day, there was a really positive energy flow around that day when I knew there was people out love bombing people through text messages. I think that's pretty cool. That's good. So let me know in the comments, whatever you feel like sharing today. If you just want to connect, just say hello. If you're catching this video later on the replay or on Instagram, please feel free to still continue to join the conversation. We're here to connect. We're a safe space community, and we're just here to lift each other up. So cheers to you, my lovelies. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. Your Friday, it's fuck it Friday. So all the things, if something comes up at work today, something comes up at any space you're in, it's fuck it Friday. So you just let it bounce off and keep going. Have an amazing weekend. And I want to remind you that you are amazeballs. You are. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're in this world. You make it a better place. And we are so grateful to have you and your beautiful energy here. So take that through your weekend. And we will see you on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay.